With regard to the environment and the cattle industry and animal agriculture in general, we are really being confronted with regulations from the EPA like we have never seen before, and we're every day it seems like the new regulation is coming out of that agency, and I think that the animal agriculture industry itself is really a target of the EPA right now. And we're being hit with everything from greenhouse gas regulations to unreasonable and unattainable dust regulations to ammonia regulations that they have no authority to pursue at this point. From the NRCS, we're being hit with efforts to restrict our ability to land apply our manure to grow our crops. And the regulations just go on, and it's really becoming a bigger and bigger concern for the bottom line of our industry. I mean, there are activists around the country who want to put as many restrictions on animal agriculture as possible because they have other agendas at play, and it just seems like this administration in particular is working with those groups conceivably to get it done, and it's a big concern, and we're fighting them every day, trying to, if there really is a problem out there that needs to be addressed, that's one thing, but we're really looking at efforts to regulate us when it's not necessary. It's not based on science. The only issue, I think, is just someone's agenda, and that's unfair, and we're fighting it every day. Well, what the administration has done is Congress debated last Congress whether they should pass cap and trade legislation to control greenhouse gases throughout our economy. And Congress decided no. The American people decided no. And so consequently, our Environmental Protection Agency decided, well, if Congress isn't going to do it, if the American people aren't going to allow it, we're going to move forward anyway, in spite of what the American people want, and we're going to put in place regulations under the Clean Air Act to regulate those greenhouse gases, and that's what they have done. The regulations are in place today. NCBA joined with a coalition of other interested parties. It's called the Coalition for Responsible Regulation, and we in fact sued the EPA in the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals to undo their efforts to regulate greenhouse gases, because if Congress doesn't want it to happen, the EPA has no authority and should not have the authority to make it happen. And so we want to stop them. We don't believe the science is there to warrant it, and we're moving ahead. And we hope to have a decision by the end of this year on that issue. They're implemented right now. Beginning January 2nd of this year, any facility around the country in any industry that is a new facility or a modification to an existing facility, if they emit 75,000 tons per year of greenhouse gases by that modification or by that new facility, they must be permitted for those greenhouse gases.